Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie. Today I have an unboxing for you from ArtDot. They recently released a new and improved version of Cozy Reading, and they sent one over for me to share with you guys. Now, based on feedback about the grid being too loose on the original version of this kit, they decided to make some improvements and come out with a new version. And while I haven't seen or worked on the old version, I do tentatively have in mind that I would like to work on this sometime in the month of November so that I can hopefully give some feedback and give a review to you guys on what my experience was of working on this kit. But for today's video, I'm just going to be doing an unboxing and sharing my first impressions and letting you know just what I'm seeing, and you can decide if you want to go do some shopping from this company. If you are shopping, I do have a discount code you can use that I'll pop up on the screen for 10% off. It's just my name, Katie, Katie. That is an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you use it, and thank you so much if you do. Now let's go ahead and take a look. This kit came like all of ArtDot's recent new releases have been arriving, which is in a sturdy tube. Now I will say that this, like the past ArtDot kits I've been getting, it came shipped inside a white box, which was then shipped inside a poly mailer. Now what I've discovered is that in a couple of the shipments of these that I've gotten, they've come kind of crunched. The last one that I got came with a set of 4 kits, and those came in pristine condition. So I'm gonna send them a note just so they're aware of how these are arriving to me. It could be the carrier, but there might be something they could do. So I do always try to give honest and clear feedback about things that I'm seeing to companies, and so I want to mention this to them. That said, we're going to take a look and see. Hopefully there's no harm done to the canvas or any of the other kit contents, but you'll see along with me if there is. So let's take a look first at the tubes. Like I said, they are pretty sturdy. They're a nice kind of thick material to them, and we get to see a render of the artwork at the top part, which is really pretty, and this is the artwork as well. Again, it's called Cozy Reading, and the artist is Simone Grünewald. And I think this artist's work is so cozy and so cute. I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. Crossing my fingers that it's one that I really like. Now, size-wise, 47.5 by 70 centimeters. So that's a pretty solid size, honestly. When I'm working on a kit from a company for the first time, this is a bit bigger than I would normally go for. I like to find usually a smaller piece to work on and try out first, just in case it's not a great experience. But because I'm really eager to see how this one and the improvements look, I think I might go for this one anyway. We'll see. But anyway, these tubes come with a carrying strap, which is handy. You could totally travel with this, or even just have everything in your current WIP or work in progress contained in one spot here. They have some how-tos written out for you if you're newer to this craft, if you're new to diamond painting. I will also have some beginner videos linked below, including a video with the basics, just diamond painting 101, how to diamond paint for beginners, along with some others. ArtDot does have customer service as well at that email. Some benefits of diamond painting, all of your inclusions, which we're going to look at all of that ourselves too. And yeah, that's it. Let's open this up now. Yeah, that crunch though. Let's see how this canvas looks. I think it's just going to be on the edges, and hopefully it'll flatten right back out. Oh, these always get so packed in there. There we go. Okay, that is everything. Let's take a peek at the canvas and everything that was included. Yeah, we got some wrinkles going on up there. I'm hoping this feels like the kind of canvas material that is gonna flatten out, but like I always am with my unboxings, I'm just gonna be really honest about what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna dress it up or hide it. So, but okay, let's go over what was included. First, you get a sticker sheet that has the original artwork. I like that they include this because I have a paper logbook where I track my diamond paintings that I work on. So once I start working on this, I'm gonna cut this out and put it in my logbook. These are a set of pre-cut sticker labels, which I love because when I kit this up, I love the convenience of just being able to peel these off, put them on my storage containers, and go. Size, drill count, this has square drills, 47,000 drills, and there's the skew. So drills, we're gonna look at those in a bit. Let's talk about toolkit. All right, so you're gonna get a lot of different things included with their toolkits here. So first we have your basics. We have a basic pen and 2 plates of blue wax, blue heart wax you can use. And the pen does come with a multi-placer, a 3-placer on the end if you wanna try placing more than 1 diamond at a time. I'm guessing this is an accident. I have not yet had a kit actually come with 2 pairs of tweezers from them. So bonus. But anyway, these tweezers, they're the angled tweezers. They're quite sharp on the end, so do keep an eye out for that and keep that cover on. Trays. I need to also try working with one of these trays and see if I like them. But there's 2 different sizes they send you. So they send you 2 of their smaller trays, which come with a sliding lid, which is a little bit tricky to get off, I feel like. Yeah, there we go. And on the inside, there's no spout, but you do get different lines to have different amounts of drills in here. So that's gonna be handy for multi-placing or even single placing. And they do the built-in kind of like washi hack at the end where if you tilt, like it'll line up the loose drills over there. So these are also stackable, I noticed, where they have like kind of little cutouts, and so they are, you know, the way that they stack is pretty neat and somewhat sturdy. Then we also get a large tray. This is the one I am gonna be playing with because I like a large tray. I like to multi-place. I want to just dump a bunch of diamonds in and go. That lid came off easier too, which is nice, but I really do like this bigger tray a lot, and I think that's the one I'm going to try to use as well. And then these can even sit on top there if you want. They also give you some release paper, and they give you, I think, 30 sheets of it, and release paper is safe to put down on the glue. You can use this in place of the plastic cover if you just don't care for the plastic cover, and it's double-sided. And again, safe to put on the glue. And you can use it for things like sectioning off the canvas into smaller designated areas if you want. Or if you're just someone that you're like, I hate the plastic cover, the way that it feels or sounds, then there you go, release paper. And then I always comment on this because it just is that unusual to me because I haven't seen a company include this with just a standard toolkit. And that is they give you some of their diamond painting sealer. I haven't used this yet, but maybe it's something I'll give a try to just for science, but they do have a diamond painting sealer that you can use once you've completed a kit. You pour the glue on and spread it. They give this to spread it with. Honestly, I would grab a paintbrush or a foam brush to spread it a little bit more evenly. I just am not seeing how this would be quite as even and like nicely distributed of a spread, but this will set and it really seals the glue so that it's not sticky anymore, so you're not going to get dust or dirt stuck in there. So it's handy if you have like pets and you know you want to hang this and display it, something like that. But yes, they do include some sealer, which I think is so interesting. And then we have their 1-year warranty info here and a little thank you note. Oh, this is inside or backwards rather. A little thank you note here and 1-year warranty. Okay, let's talk about this canvas next. Flip it over and get a look. How cute is this? Now, okay, so the artwork is called Cozy Reading and is, like I said, by Simone Grünewald. And ArtDot currently has a pledge to have no AI artwork. So if that is something that is important to you, then I want to make sure you're aware of that. This is one of those companies that has, said that they're not going to carry any AI artwork. And they also hand chart their kits, and even just the amount of detail we can see from this far back, you can see a lot of really clean lines. I'm seeing a lot of color blocking already. Yeah, a human being definitely spent some time working on this kit and hopefully making it look as close to the original artwork as possible. And I noticed just looking at the rendering of the colors on the top part of the tube, you can kind of get a sense for that clean, crisp kind of style of charting, and that is 100% my preferred style of how diamond paintings do their artwork. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for some color blocking to hopefully move some of this along. Now, apologies for my voice. This is like the 3rd night in a row that I have attempted to film this unboxing video because I was really sick last week. I had no voice for days, like almost no videos going up on my channel, and then a couple of like really almost disastrous couple of videos that had to go up. But I'm happy to be back. This is actually a million times better than my voice has sounded up till now, and hopefully I'll be back with much less of a hoarse voice here in the next couple of days. But thanks for hanging in there with me, you guys. Okay, let's talk about features. Let me give you a good look at this canvas and see what we think. So branding, ArtDot, of course, at the top. edges of the canvas itself are scalloped. It's kind of a nice finished look. And the back is this short lint, soft lint material you see with a lot of diamond painting companies. I like the weight of the canvas. One upside to if this is a kit that I work on this month, like I'm currently planning to, is that I'm really going to be able to report back on how things go with these wrinkles that are in here. I really am cautiously optimistic that they are going to settle, that they're going to flatten out. I could even put something heavy on top of this. I've worked on canvases similar to this, and that's what makes me feel cautiously optimistic. So we have, I'd call this a thin to medium plastic cover, and they use poured glue. That feels really sticky, which I'm excited about. Now, grid size wise, it is really, really, really hard, if not impossible, to tell just by looking at this grid how this is going to stack up to the past version of this canvas when it comes to gapping, because it's not just how the grid like looks, it's also how the drills are going to lay. So I'm not going to try to speculate on that. I'm just showing you like, okay, the grid looks nice. And again, I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. The fact that they made this change based on feedback is encouraging to me. I love a company that listens to feedback and takes it into account. That is like very promising in my book, for sure. We're going to have a legend over here at the bottom left. You'll also see a thumbnail and a legend at the top right if you want to use those. I'm just going to use the stickers. I love that they include those. Cozy Reading, rendered by ArtDot. SKU, artist name. This is licensed. I mentioned the no AI part, but I forgot to mention this is legally licensed, which means that the artist has given permission for the use of this artwork by ArtDot and is being compensated for it as well. We have the drill shape and drill count here, as well as the size and their website and their customer service email. Let's look up close and see, what do we think of this symbol clarity? How is this looking as far as color blocking versus confetti? Now, I mentioned color blocking earlier, and what color blocking is where you have big chunks of the same color in a small area like you see here. I'm going to grab my multi-placer and zip right through an area like that. It's going to hopefully go pretty quickly, and that color will also be in my tray for longer. The opposite of color blocking is confetti, and you can see some examples in here. So confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area and are going to be changing out the color in your tray more often, but the payoff is usually a nice amount of detail. Her face looks really good, in my opinion, from the rendering, and it's only going to look better with drills down when it covers up the symbols and you just see that true color. Yeah, this has a bit more color blocking than I expected. Honestly, whenever I see a lot of greenery like we have here, I automatically assume that's just going to be a lot of confetti. And there is confetti, but it's not out of control, and the greenery isn't like the whole piece. So yeah, okay, that makes me feel a little bit less intimidated by how this one is, like almost 50 by 70 centimeters. So I don't think that's going to be too overwhelming to do. The symbol clarity looks really good. I didn't see what looked like any super similar symbols to each other at first glance. I will, of course, report back in a review if I come across any. Okay, so 67 centimeters by, flip it over. This is just a tick shy of 46 centimeters. So we're going to call that true to size. I always give some companies a centimeter-ish of wiggle room just because that's, yeah, it's close enough. Anyway, looking at this gal hang out in the background, while we take a look at these diamonds, let's see how these are looking. We have a lot of earth tones in this one. And I want to see how these look in the bag, at least. All right, so color spread. Yeah, earth tones galore in this one. Let's take a peek here. So we do have square diamonds here, and they are made of resin, which is very promising. The two different kinds of materials that diamonds can be made of is resin and acrylic. And when it comes to square drills, give me resin every single day because they tend to be so much better quality. They're usually much more consistent in size and shape, and they tend to be much less trash prone. The flip side to that is that often resin diamonds will have a little bit more static. You see how the diamonds are clinging to the sides of the bags? This to me is just not a big deal. It is something I will happily put up with for the trade-off of getting really good quality diamonds to work with that I'm not going to have to fuss with. So if you run into static with your diamonds, there is really, I think, a very easy fix. I recommend two things in particular. So first is to grab a dryer sheet, like a whole dryer sheet, open it up, set it out in front of you. When you cut open one of these bags, pour these diamonds directly into that dryer sheet, sift them around a little bit, and then kind of make a little funnel of your dryer sheet or fold it over to pour the diamonds straight from the dryer sheet into your storage container. If you have a hard time getting the diamonds out of the bags, I would suggest either cutting up another dryer sheet into small squares, tuck those into the bags once you cut them open, or even just kind of lightly kind of pop the bag open just a little bit and breathe into it with kind of a warm breath like you'd use if you're trying to fog up a mirror or, you know, glass or something. And introducing that moisture is really going to help dispel the static that's in there and let you pour them into the dryer sheet. Now, these are in Legend and or DMC order. Let me give you an example real quick. So easier to show you on the canvas actually. So you see how here we have a set of numbers. We have the number 32, which corresponds with the number 32 here. The 3781 next to ArtDot is the DMC code. You can see that on the Legend next to the 32 as well. And then that's the skew. So, and the size, that's the size right there. So, and then our special drills are going to be here at the end of the color list, color strip here. Because I did see we had a couple of special drills. So yes, we have two ABs. We have two shades of green ABs. Now, AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These get their name from the northern lights and have this really super sparkly iridescent coating on the top that is eye-catching. It's going to draw your eye to the areas that has been charted and reflects a lot of different colors and sometimes grabs the colors of the diamonds around it. So we have two shades of green, a really pale minty green, and then just slightly darker tone of green there comparatively. As far as where those special drills are going to be found on this canvas, let's take a quick look together. So we're looking for the number 9 and the number 7. So which was which? Let's see. 772, number 9, that's the lighter color. So in the blanket, this light color here in these patches, that's going to be that really pale minty green AB, including over here. And then I see some of the slightly darker green AB. There's a patch of it right here and in a couple of spots right there. Let's see if there's more of it in this kit. Okay, the light green color on the leaves, the fronds of this plant right here is going to be the slightly darker color green AB. And the lighter green colors where the sun is glinting off of these plant leaves, that's going to be some of that slightly darker green AB as well. Do they sneak in any more of this really pale green one? That's what I'm afraid of missing as we get up here towards the top. I don't see it. I just see a little bit more of that slightly darker green color. Am I mixing those up? No. In the light parts of the leaves in this ivy up here, like right there and there, and then a line of it right there and a line of it right there. So it's not heavy-handed on the special drills. It could have been fun to see maybe a little bit more in like the windows and stuff, but I am gonna reserve judgment. I want to see how this looks when it's completed, because then again, okay, let's look at this. This is overall a really muted piece. There's actually a lot of darker colors around the outside. It's a little bit in shadow, and where we're seeing those special drills on the light parts of the leaves and in the light parts of the blanket. Okay, I'm taking back what I said. I like that special drill placement, and I think it was the right call for them not to go super overboard and put it in a lot of other places. Okay, all right, I'll take that back. Looking at the original artwork again, just sold me on that and made me kind of reframe it. So yeah, that's the original artwork. I do like my first impressions of how this looks rendered and overall the quality. I think it's very promising. I like what I'm seeing a lot. I like the level of detail that is coming through immediately without you having any diamonds down. And the square drills look like good quality at first glance. And overall, this just looks like a really nice quality kit. Everything from the glue to the canvas to the symbol clarity to the drills themselves to everything, the above and beyond that they include with their toolkits, which I feel like ArtDot is in particular a brand that is newer diamond painter friendly. I feel like it's one you're more likely to come across early on in your diamond painting journey, in which case it really is nice to get such a comprehensive toolkit with lots of extras like that, because if you're newer to the craft, you're a lot less likely to have all of those things already. So it's actually very useful. I'm on board. Yeah, I like it a lot. And I like the tube that it comes in a lot. And I don't think it's just me. This is already looking like it's, I don't know. I think it's looking like it's settling a little bit, and it's only been unrolled for 10 minutes. So I am feeling good about that with the canvas material too. So, okay, quick recap of all the things. This is called Cozy Reading. It's by the artist Simone Grünewald. And as of October 30th, I believe, I'm trying to remember when they sent the email. It's been a few days. This is now what is in stock on the website. This improved version with the tighter grid is, if you order this kit, that's the one you're going to get. Like I said, I do have in mind that I think I'm going to work on this one during the month of November, which is, it's November 1st, the day that I'm filming this. So I am really eager to report back, if not on this kit, at least on a kit from ArtDot, so I can share what my thoughts are on the actual experience of working on one, show you kind of the finished effect of working on one, and hopefully you'd find that helpful too. In the meantime though, I do have a playlist of post reviews if you want to check out other finished kits here on my channel, but stay tuned for this one. And if you're shopping from ArtDot and would like to support my channel and want to save 10%, I do have that discount code KATIE for 10% off. And I also have a link below you can check out if you are going to go and shop for this kit and let them know that I sent you. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts. I know after my one of my last ArtDot unboxings, you guys had mentioned running into a little bit of gapping with some of their square drill kits, and starting with the idyllic homes landscapes that I unboxed last time, they had taken that feedback into account and worked on improving their grid size. And if one of you guys gets to it before me, please let me know if you have a better experience with it, because I'm always curious to hear your thoughts and love reading your comments about companies, especially ones I haven't worked on a kit from yet, so that I can kind of keep those things in mind when I'm working on a kit too, just to see if I have a similar experience. So anyway, subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I do unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies here on my channel, as well as weekly whip-in chats on Monday mornings if you want some company while you craft, along with other diamond painting related stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're doing very, very well, and that you have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.